movies.
Mike has been in.
Oh yeah, it's
in this era.
Yeah, I really wanted to just take a very short review, spoiler-free review of this movie, Nosferatu. It is a remake. It's an older movie.
Yeah, 1922.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Now the thing about even the 1922 movie is that due to rights issues with Dracula, they had to create another character who's supposed to be Dracula is supposed to be the progenitor of Nosferatu. But in some ways, Nosferatu can be likened to the Count, Vlad, Dracula. So, you know, that's where, so because of that, there was just this thing, and there are some few similarities, but quite a number of differences. But this is epic masterpiece. It's been nominated for 4 Oscars.
Wow.
Best Picture, Best Makeup and Costume, and then what's the other one now?
That's just
what's the other one now? But
where can we watch it?
Story.
Oh, it's available on streaming platforms now. You can watch it, video on demand and all that. But what I want to mention about this was, you know that thing they talk about how success is not sexually transmitted. You know, so because your father is successful doesn't mean you have to be successful. Lily Rose Depp, she put all those ones to rest because what she took from her father. Yeah. My God.
That's Johnny Depp's daughter.
Lily Rose Depp is, of course, Johnny Depp's daughter, and you...
Not with Amber Heard, it's
with
Paradise.
No, you didn't have a daughter.
Paradise.
You didn't have a daughter in Amber Heard. With, you know, now the thing about her in that movie was, you know, let me tell you something. I've seen Nollywood movies where you're trying to show the range of an actor, and then you bring unnecessary scenes just because you want to show that this actor can switch range. But now, watch this. She was somewhere, right? And while she was there, she was possessed. So she was moving from herself to the possessed self.
What?
Wow.
It was mind-blowing.
What? And then at one point, the possessed thing came with something like a dance. Wow. You need to see how this girl was moving in between.
Her choreography was magnificent.
She was herself, and then she got into the spirit, and then she came back. And boy. So, you know, she killed it. William Dafoe was there.
Yeah, William Dafoe is already a powerful actor.
Nick Holt was there. Nick Holt is going to be Lex Luthor in the new Superman. He was there. Now, Nick Holt was there. And then, of course, you also have the Aaron Taylor Johnson. If that guy, if rumors are to be believed, and he is the next James Bond, this is the first time we're going to see James Bond giving you character. Like, you were good, because...
Yeah. He has range.
So what they did with this movie was that they just got masterpieces, put them together. It was mind-blowing. And of course, it's horror. So there's not so much it had to work with.
Did they stick to the mythology, the Transylvania mythology?
No, that's what I'm saying. Nosferatu is different.
Okay.
Because of, like I told you, there were right issues. So they tried to create something
around
it. But it's all based on Bram Stoker's Dracula, which is the original material, source material. Yeah. But because of right issues, they tried to make it different. So this is Count Orlok. Yeah. Count Orlok, of course, played by, what's his name now? Just give me that name and let me round it up. It just skipped my head now. He was in John Wick. He was in John Wick 4. He was, oh God, what's his name now?
Alan.
What's his name?
Don't worry, we'll remember.
Bill Skarsgård.
Okay.
Skarsgård.
Alexander Skarsgård.
So Mike must have had a lot of fun watching this.
What? Bill Skarsgård. He killed it. Bill Skarsgård he was in Boy Kills World. You saw him there. That dude is an excellent. So they just go and watch it. I know you don't like watching music.
So I avoid horror movies, but the thing about this one is I feel like it's staying true to certain mythological trends from back in the days. Like they went back to just make sure that
it was amazing.
Because you know, with a lot of vampire movies, they've moved the rules.
And that's what they said. So for the vampire movie, look at Orlok's makeup. That's Bill Skarsgård. Yeah. The other makeup is also one of the nominations for Oscars. The makeup was what?
Wow.
You need to go see Nosferatu.
Okay, so very rarely do horror movies get nominated for Oscars. The one I remember last is Silence of the Lambs. That was another one. But now, horror movies don't usually. So this means that they really push the envelope on this one.
Yeah, so we have another movie coming up next.
A show, actually. Yeah. I believe it's House of David.
Massive,
powerful series. Looking forward to this one. Okay, so
story.
if you know your Bible stories well, you will know that
this is
the story of David is one of the most powerful stories ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
House of David is developed for, I think, Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime, yeah.
And it's telling the story of course, David and Goliath is how it'll probably start, I believe. Or maybe earlier than that.
Yeah, a little bit earlier, of course.
A little earlier than that.
They are sons of Jesse and all of that. And, you know, it will probably, I don't know how, where the timeline will flow from. But, you know, the sons of Jesse and all of that up until the time when he, of course, became the king of Israel. So I don't know. So there's a lot of source material.
And Judah.
It's also talking about, of course, seasons can be done from this because there's enough of source material. You know, the source material. David and Goliath is an allegory that has been used in different ways.
Yeah.
You know, where somebody who's unexpected comes out and wins and all of that.
The underdog.
The underdog.
I would even, another story that I think I would even really like to see is King Saul. The story of Saul. You know,
Saul,
How, you know, his journey, basically, I think that's the story.
And you know, a lot of people remember Goliath, but they don't remember the fact that he also killed bears and lions before. I want to see if they will get that. So he had a lot of practice before killing that giant.
Exactly. And that is something that even for people who are affirmation and faith-based, you have to understand that even with these stories, there is the part that you have to do something. There's a lot that also depends on you. Now think about it. You could almost even say, that it wasn't even something supernatural. If somebody could kill a bear, now I'm just talking based on the story.
Of course.
If somebody could kill a bear and a lion, who then?
Can you not kill?
You understand? So I'm just trying to say that you know, when you're affirming, when you're doing something, there always has to be that step from you. Now people have come up to say and put up a statement that says heaven helps those who help themselves. Yes, that might not be scriptural, but in some ways there are things you can pick from that.
Of course. And well, I want to see the relationship between him and King Saul and how that broke down.
Yeah, exactly.
But, we have another one that we've been anticipating, right, Mike?
This is also a little bit of spooky and horror. It's Sinners. And this time around, Michael B. Jordan plays he plays dual parts. He has a brother that is himself. So the thing now is that's Witch Hunt. It's one of the top animes that you can check out on Netflix now. The anime world has always been a world that has a lot of fans around. And whenever you're doing something that has to do with foreign languages, of course, apart from the recent rise in Korea and in K-dramas, before the advent of K-dramas, there was, there is, and always will be anime. So this is Witch Hunt. It's one of the top ones that you can check out now on Netflix.
But can kids watch this?
For this one, yes, I think so. But you know, because of
their nuances.
Not just their nuances,
it's more
but
parental control.
Exactly, because of this might interfere with what you believe in. I mean, you're talking about witches. Not everybody would want to identify with the concept of witchcraft, as it were. But they don't, like a Harry Potter thing, we try to make it cool and acceptable for people to see.
So there are connotations that
but it's number 2 on Netflix right now, and I was wondering why, and I was just like,
it is.
I'm not going to fall into that.
Of this one.
I'm actually not a big fan of animes. I'm not a big fan of animes.
Definitely. It has a cult following, and I am glad to be a part of that. Definitely.
It's a part of pop culture in Asia. So it's understandable.
Around the world now, right? Around the world now. So there you have it. What are you going to check out this weekend? I would say if you love performances, Nosferatu, if you love horror, find somebody to be with you. But I always say that you are not alone. If you want to know that you are not alone, watch that movie in the night.
No.
And you find out that you are not alone.
I beg you. Well, we would love to hear your thoughts. Use our hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC and let us know. Let's take a break, guys.